Yo, what's up guys? Epic Blargman here again. Um, Today I actually have a special unboxing and review for you guys. So this is, what you're looking at right here is the 120 scale Scopedog Inge Leeman. I hope I pronounced his name right. But it's the guy from the Roots of Ambition OVA. And this is a premium Bandai kit. So this costed me around $165, but it's very, very difficult to come by. I've only seen 2 or 3 people sell this online. Now I want to give a massive shout out to Mandarake because they actually had this in stock, and for some reason they said it was used or damaged, but when this came here it was in pristine condition. And yeah, basically though, to kind of explain to you what this is, well, obviously it's a model kit, but it's in 120 scale, and that is basically the equivalent of a 1/100 scale master grade of a Gundam kit or a Gunpla kit. And yeah, I heard this kit was really big, it has chunky parts, and I really, really like this specific Scopedog from Roots of Ambition. I like the whole commander antenna. I like it how it has the pile bunker weapon, the little like minigun cannon that's like sits on its like hip side. Oh, and the smoke launchers on its left shoulder. But yeah, I heard a lot of neat stuff about these 120 scale Scopedog kits from Votoms. And if you haven't watched Votoms, I highly recommend you do. It's really awesome, man, like seriously. But yeah, anyhow, let's open the box up and see what we got inside. Alright, so let's open the box up here, just for now. I'm also trying to be as careful as I can because I forgot to mention that I don't think Bandai is ever going to reprint this kit unless there's a big high demand for it, but it's already premium Bandai, so that's basically already a killer right there, as in it's premium, so you can't just walk into the store and basically buy it, unfortunately, which sucks, but again, that's why it's P Bandai. Anyhow, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff in here, and I'm going to unbag all these and show you what each runner is, but for now I'm just kind of going through it and stuff. Quite a bit of runners in here. This part here is so chunky it needs actually its own runner. So going through this. Yep. Still more. Oh, and by the way, this kit actually came out in 2017. I was kind of shocked to know that, because most of these 120 scale Scopedogs, they either came out in 2007 or 2008. With the more recent one being the, I think it was the Strike, not the Strike Dog, the Scopedog Turbo Custom. I think that came out in 2018 or 2019. Oh, there's even like a spring in here, I think. No, actually no, it's like a metal tubing or something. But here's the manual right here. Might be a little hard to see, but and there's the back of it. And the back is pretty much just showing you where you can put the decals. Speaking of which, these decals are actually water slides, which is really nice. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so I finally finished Leeman's custom Scopedog, and here it is. So let's go through it. Let's do like a little overview of the model kit. So I guess let's start with the arms. So the arms can go all the way around, and they're very, very tight joints. This arm is the one that has the red shoulder on it. And then these arms, the section of the actual forearms can actually go all the way around. And then you have the hands, they can move out a little bit. These hands are like 1.0 hands. They got one index finger, a thumb, and then the rest of the 3 here are all together. And then yeah, there's little flaps here on the sides. This can be moved on top of the red shoulder. There's a little joint locking point. You gotta be careful though, because sometimes the socket can kind of pop out here. But you can also move the shoulder up here a little bit. It gets kind of blocked by the chest armor here. Same thing with the other arm here. The other arm is actually interesting because it has one of those canister launchers that are actually seen on tanks. Because again, this is Votoms, and these armored troopers are basically classified as tanks, vertical tanks actually. So I think that's really cool that they actually included that. That probably most of the time I've seen these on Scopedogs, they usually shoot out smoke canisters. But anyhow, same deal with this arm. This arm can go all the way around, and also when you're moving this arm, be very careful of the antenna right here, because this thing is very, as you can see, it's very delicate and it will definitely easily break. It's very, very soft, fragile plastic. But anyhow, yep, so this can go all the way around. This can move up. Again, be very careful with the shoulder here. Arm can go all the way around. And I believe this arm can also do the punch. I'm trying to be very careful here. Well guys, unfortunately I couldn't show you the punching mechanism for the Scopedog because I was actually warned that this piece, when you plug it in, sometimes it's actually so tight that it's actually almost near impossible to get it out. But what I will do for you guys is I will actually show you what it looks like on screen here. But anyhow, continuing, I also forgot to mention there's a, let's see, I'll show you guys here. Nice little elbow bend. Goes up like that far right here. Just get it closer to you guys. Yep, so it goes up, it only goes up that far. Same thing with the other arm. Get this a little closer for you guys to see. Yep, so it only goes up that far. And then we put that down here. As you can tell, or you can hear, this joint is very, very tight. And let's actually continue with the cockpit area. So this can be moved up here. That can be put down. And then what you want to do is when you want to, actually, before I even show this, the sensor can move left to right, and also this can, like the anime and the show, it can twist. This can twist around, which is really cool. And then let's see what else. And then if you pull up on this, this will reveal the cockpit, and you can see the pilot figure in there. And actually, let's see if I can get a little closer. For mine, I actually painted the clear piece in there to a green to match the anime. Also painted the goggles part, the nozzle, the air canister, and the eyepieces. So I wanted it to be kind of like, you know, as accurate as I can to the anime. And then to put that back, you just pop it down like that, and there's actually clearance here, right here, just so you can actually be able to like move it up if you need to. But yeah, where do we start next? So side skirts, they can have an ammo pack on each side of these side skirts. Let me just move his arms up so you guys can see. So right here, sorry, right here, and right here, these skirts can go up. Well, actually, this skirt can go up on here, but this one can't because it's blocked by this this Gatling gun, this minigun here. This thing is actually attached to the side of the Scopedog here, and it also, sorry for my. You can see here it's attached to this backpack in the back here. Speaking of which, well, actually, before I go into that, these skirts in the front can also move up, and this skirt can move back a little bit, but again, it's blocked by this commander antenna, and I'll show you what that is in a second. But the backpack here, basically can hold 2 more magazines for the rifle here. They fit nice and tight in there. And then this thing is really cool. I can't wait to show you guys this. So this thing right here is called the Commander antenna, because actually it's called the Scopedog Commander Custom, but Leeman uses it in Roots of Ambition. So what you do is you pull up on this, and then you pull down on this. Oh, this thing kind of fell off, but yeah, you pull up on this, and then there's the Commander antenna right here. And I'll show you guys a view right here of what it looks like. It's really long, but it's super cool. It's probably like my favorite Scopedog variant. And there's actually another reason why it's my favorite Scopedog variant, and I'll show you very soon. Because there's actually a good reason for this. But before we go on, I wanted to show you. So this thing right here is actually holds a pile bunker. This is the only Scopedog variant in the entire series, to my knowledge, that uses a pile bunker weapon. And fun fact, Votoms is considered to be the origin of pile bunker or pile driver weapons. So anything you see in video games, anime, and other media, it originated from this series. And since we're already here, I actually want to show you these. So these are the feet, right? So this little mechanism comes down, and these are the brake spikes right here. So those come down like that, and there's one for the other side too. Yep, I was just letting it focus right there. So yeah, that spike, and you can just tab that up. I'm sorry. You can see. Yep, and that clicks back in. And again, it has one on the side here too, as well. And then, actually, let's do the leg articulation first before we do anything. So the legs can go up that far, and also the feet have actual moving wheels, just like the show. So the feet can go back up that much. You gotta be very careful of moving the feet behind here, especially with this Commander antenna. That just fell off. You gotta be very careful moving this, but the feet can actually go up that far. I think I'm kind of a little scared of moving it. The feet can't move too much, like a little bit of side to side and a little bit of back to back. These flaps move. The back flaps here also move. Again, same with the other leg. Other leg can go up that much. This flap moves, that flap moves. Also, these here in the back also move too. Yep, so those come up. This one won't go down for me too much, so I might have to fix that. But yeah, and also, besides this coming up, this whole section can also open up too, so you can actually see the pilot in there. You can just put that down. There is head rotation, but you gotta be very careful again with that antenna, as you can see. So there is rotation. Also, I forgot to mention that you can actually move the antenna a little bit. There is movement here. Sorry if you might not be able to see it, but yeah, this can be moved. Turn it actually. See, this can actually be moved out a bit. Yep, so the antenna can be moved. Let me just get him situated a little better here, so he's standing. Don't want him to fall. Okay. Alright, so this is super cool. I'm really excited to show you guys this. So this right here is the pile bunker weapon. So normally, this is what it looks like in the position when it's cocked back and ready to go. And then you can move this. I'll show you right here. So when it's not in the ready position, it's like this. And when it's in the cocked position, locked in, it's like this. So this kind of moves up and down. Now how you attach this is that there's a little tab here. Sorry if I can get in the camera for you guys. There you go. So there's a little tab here, and you put it right on this arm, right here on the side here. Yep, and then it should tab in nicely. if we get his arm up here, move this up. Yeah, and there's your pile bunker. So one thing I want to note about this actual spike rod here for the pile bunker, originally it came in like this weird like green color. It was almost like a seafoam green, or like mixed with like a dark green and black in there. And it's accurate to the anime, but I was looking at it, and keep in mind I've also watched Armor Hunter Mellow Link. And in that, the pile bunker that Mellow Link uses was actually more chrome metal, more metallic silver. And I thought the metallic silver and chrome metal would fit a lot more than this green matte finish spike rod that came in the box here. And I'll show you guys on screen of what it looked like before and after of me painting it. But I think this looks 100 times better. It looks more realistic. It's got like this nice sheen to it. Originally, when I hand painted this, it did have a chrome mirror finish, but as soon as I touched it, it went dull. So what I used for this is I actually used Green Stuff World Chrome Metal, and when you paint with that stuff, it's fantastic. Like when you dab it on, and it looks like a mirror chrome finish, but the thing is, the one problem with chrome metal paint is as soon as you touch this, man, it just instantly dulls. So what I did is I actually redid it with a airbrush, and the airbrush, it came out more metallic silver, but I'm still like it though. It still has a nice sheen to it. So basically I try not to touch this because it will instantly dull. But that's really cool. Alright, so what else does this guy come with? Does he come with any other weapons or any other gimmicks? Yes, he does. Not too many. So with this kit, you also get what's called the hand rocket launcher, which is this thing right here. It's got like 4 barrels, I guess shoots out like rockets or mini rockets, and there's a magazine here. Now what's weird is I feel like this is a leftover from another 120 scale Scopedog kit, because he never uses this in the OVA, at least to my knowledge. He never ever uses this. So not really much to say. I mean, there's the magazine, there's the handle, but I'll have him holding it in a second here. So this kit actually has 2 tabs in the hands, and this rocket thing has these right here, these 2 little tabs, and I guess it just tabs in here. Just gotta be very careful. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I actually did manage to get it into the hand. You really have to put it way up here, and you have to like lock it in pretty tight. But once it's in, it's in and it's not coming out, as you can see here. And then bring him a little closer. Move his little arm here. Let's see. Just trying to get him into a pose where he's kind of holding it. There we go. It's good for now, I guess. But as you can see, he's holding it here. It's not coming out, nice and tight. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But it's funny though, he never uses this in the actual OVA. Alright, and then we have the final weapon, which is the classic rifle that all the Scopedogs use. Now, you can actually build either version of this. You can build the long barrel or the short barrel version, and I decided to build the long barrel one. Also to note, something interesting about this kit is it actually makes you use this little tool to put bolts in the sides here, the sides of the Scopedog, and in the rifle here, in the stock here. So I thought that was really, really interesting. I almost feel like I was building the actual Scopedog itself. So it was a little fun experience. But yeah, let's get this in his hand here. See if we can hopefully get it in his hand. As you can see, it holds it no problem, you know? Actually, yeah, let me move those fingers down. But yeah, as you can see, it does move it, it does hold it no problem here. The only thing you gotta be careful of on this kit, by the way, too, is one more thing, is that the chest is actually very heavy. I mean, the legs do support it, but it is very heavy at the same time. But yeah, I guess that's really about it for this kit. I mean, honestly, I had a blast building this thing, and it's definitely a 10 out of 10 kit. I mean, there were some stuff that did kind of give me trouble, and I would say it's probably some of the arm joints were very, very tight to plug in parts, because the parts are so thick compared to other Bandai kits. But overall, this thing is just cool as hell, man. It's probably my favorite Scopedog variant, and I'm glad to have it in this basically essentially master grade form. It's just so cool. And actually, before I go, I actually want to show you a comparison. So let me show you a size comparison between him and the high grade Scopedog that I have. This really tells you how monstrous he really is. Yeah, that's how big this thing is. Crazy, huh? Well, I guess that's it for this video, but I'm very happy I got to review this and buy it, because it was quite expensive and very rare, and I actually haven't seen anybody do a video review on YouTube on this kit. So, with that being said, I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys later. See ya!